Okay, this is the first problem from the worksheet. Let's just start by looking at it. Okay, I have no side lengths. Anytime I have no side lengths, I'm going to go to double angle. So angle, angle. Okay, if I don't have any side lengths, I can't use either of these. So I'm going to be looking at the angle-angle similarity, which means I need to show two of the angles. We talked in class about why we only need two angles. If we know two angles in one triangle are congruent to two angles in the other, then the third angles have to be the same. Like if you look at this diagram, both these triangles have a 100-degree angle and a 20-degree angle. Since there are 180 degrees total in every single triangle, that means the missing angle has to be 60 degrees in both. So once you show two angles are similar, that means it's enough to show all three. So angle, angle is our shortcut. So if I look carefully at the diagram, you might want to trace out your parts. Okay, I have a big triangle drawn in green, and I have a small triangle drawn in pink. So both the green and the pink triangles have angle A in them. So that's one angle. And then the other thing they told me is parallel lines. Parallel lines always give you congruent angles. You have to know that. Parallel lines is going to give you corresponding angles congruent. It's going to give you alternate interior angles congruent. It's going to give you alternate exterior angles congruent. So I started my proof. This is taken from the answer key. Started my proof with parallel lines. DB is parallel to EC. Then we're going to use one of the lines as a transversal. It doesn't matter which line, but just to make sure we're clear what we're looking at here. These are the two lines that I'm identifying as parallel. And then I'm going to use this as my transversal. That was way bigger than I needed it to be. There we go. Okay, so with that, I'm going to look at angle D, or ADB, I should say, and angle E, which I can just call angle E. There's only one angle E, or AEC. Angle ADB and angle E are corresponding angles. I'm going to get rid of this so we can see the angles a little bit better. So angle ADB, this angle, and angle E, the bottom, are corresponding angles. This is my definition of corresponding angles. Because I have parallel lines that made those corresponding angles, those two angles are congruent. That's my corresponding angles congruence postulate. So you might need your theorem sheets from Unit 3 as well. Hopefully you can go there without using the theorem sheet. And then you'll see statement 4. I made one set of angles right here. So I need another set of angles. Well, they both contain angle A. So we simply say angle A is congruent to itself. That's called the reflexive property. And so therefore the two triangles are similar using the angle-angle similarity theorem.